Fourth is the visual acuity. It's defined as the capacity of the eye to resolve details. It is the phenomenon that results in an object becoming more distinct as we turn our eyes towards it and rapidly losing distinctness as we turn our eyes away. That is, as visual angle from the point of fixation increase, the eye sensitivity increase for those characters closest to the fixation point, and decrease for those characters at the extreme edges of the circle. Patterns for fill-in areas of screen, bar, circle, and so on must be careful often to avoid this visual distraction. Fifth is the foveal and peripheral vision. The foveal vision is used to focus directly on something, while the peripheral vision sends anything in the area surrounding the location we are looking at, but what is there cannot be clearly resolved because of the limitation is visual acuity. The performance on foveal window deteriorates when there are peripheral windows, and the performance degradation is even greater if the information in the peripheral is dynamic or moving. It is the phenomenon that results in an object becoming more distinct as we turn our eyes toward it and rapidly losing distinctness as we turn our eyes away. That is, as the visual angle from the point of fixation increase. 6 is the information processing. The information that our senses collect has to be processed in some meaningful way in order to do something. There are two levels of information processing going on within us. First, the highest level information processing is identified with consciousness and working memory. It is limited, slow, and sequential, and is used for reading and understanding. Second, the lower level of information processing, in which the limit of its capacity is unknown. This lower level processes familiar information rapidly, in parallel with the higher level, and without conscious effort. We look rather than see, perceive rather than read. Repetition and learning result in a shape of control from the higher level to the lower level. Both level functions simultaneously, the higher level performing reasoning and problem solving, the lower level perceiving the physical form or information sense. You probably experienced this difference in working with screens. If you were new to a system or if a screen is new to you, you rely on its concentrate elements to make that determination. Its title, the controls and information it contains, and so forth. You can consciously look at the screen and its components using the higher level processing. As you become experienced and familiar with the screen, however, a newly represented screen can be identified very quickly with just momentary glance. Your reasoning and problem solving continues unhindered. Your lower level information processing has assumed the screen identified task. 7 is the mental models. As a result of our experience and culture, we develop mental models of things and people we interact with. A mental model is simply an internal representation of a person's current understanding of something. They are gradually developed in order to understand something, explain things, make decisions, do something, or interact with another person. If the system conforms to mental models a person has developed, the models is reinforced and the system use feels more intuitive. If not, difficulties in learning to use the system will be encountered. This is why in design, it is critical that users' mental models be to identified and understood.
Created using Powtoon.